Welcome to the third annual Designated Drinker Tipsy Tomfoolery and Tryptophan Friendsgiving episode. We are the podcast raising the bar on craft cocktails, and I am your host, Louise Solis. And with me, as always, is my very, very, very talented friend, one of my favorite people to gobble until we wobble. She's indeed the gravy on top of my turkey, the nutmeg in my pumpkin pie, and the marshmallow on top of my sweet potatoes. She is my friend, my mixtress, DC Gina.
Hi, Louise. How are you? Oh my gosh, I don't even know how to that's a lot of toppings. I like it.
Yes. Well,
and now you just
gotta
it.
Top it. Now you just got to top it.
I have to think about it. I think I have to come up with something snazzier.
Well, don't worry. We have a few friends coming, and I think they're going to help us. Since it is our Friendsgiving episode, we have a couple of our good friends joining us today. One, everyone should know, our listeners should know, are returning. He's a guest this time, still making some cocktails. It's Duane, and alongside with making his debut to the show is Jason. Welcome to the show, guys.
Hey, everybody.
I'm confused. Am I supposed to be Gina today? I'm usually Gina.
When Gina isn't here, you're right, you are Gina, but there's only room for one Gina on the Designated Drinker show.
Can you get your blonde wig, Duane?
So you're just going to have to be Duane today.
Yes.
All right.
So wait a second. We need to tell her. So if you listen to this episode, and you know these are our good friends, Duane Sylvester from Washington, D.C., and Jason Strich, who was from Washington, D.C., and now is in California. So we have friends all over the place today. I love it.
We do.
It's exciting.
We're all in different states, actually. Well, you and Duane are in the same, I think, but different spaces.
And she's in a different world.
I'm in a beach.
Gina's always in a different world, let's be honest.
It's not that late in the day. So right now I'm still on planet Earth. So, later on, I cannot attest, whether or not there's going to be a gummy in my future or a glass of wine. I don't know, something.
Well, I'm assuming this episode is going to be a little boozy. So with all three of you serving up something delicious for the holidays. So I'm looking forward to this one. I should be slurring by the time it's over with. Otherwise, you guys have done a terrible job.
What are you going to do? Well, it's our Friendsgiving episode. Who are we kicking off with? What are we doing?
So, what do you guys do? Well, Gina, you're kind of homeless right now. So what are you doing for the holidays?
I'll give everybody a catch up. Yes. So I no longer live in DC, and we're going to be making a farmette, which is kind of means that you have less than 10 acres, and we have 2. And we are going to embark on a new journey in the new year, farm animals and, growing, mass producing cocktail garnishes and other edible arrangements. I don't know. And other things. So right now I am not couch surfing, but I am staying at my friends' beach places that they are not at during the off season. So basically I'm in a rainy beach in Ocean City this week, and it's kind of really great because no one's here and you can't get any more social distance when there's nobody around you except your family. So it's been really fun. At least I think so.
And I don't think it's legal for you to socially distance yourself from your young children. Not yet.
I'm trying to figure that out by law because I would like that just for a little bit. They're driving me a little crazy, but
just walk around with a broom handle and just poke them every time they get close.
Well,
is that what she did to you when you worked with her, Jason?
Basically, yeah.
If you keep feeding them those edibles that you're growing, they'll be chill kids.
I mean, it's legal in the state. We're going to see what happens next. It's a new chapter, 2021. I feel like we came off of a shit year. So let's move forward. I mean, let's toss this to Jason. Jason, what the fuck have you been doing? I mean, I miss you.
Just working, really, and just hanging out with Rowan. So.
Well, our listeners don't know you. We know you. So tell our listeners, Jason, where do you work and what do you do? And tell our listeners what's up.
I live in Santa Cruz, California now, about a mile away from the beach. I'm beverage director for David Kinch and his restaurants. Manresa, which is a 3 Michelin star restaurant. Our newest restaurant, which just opened, Mentone, along with I do events and stuff with Manresa Bread, our bakery concept, along with the Bywater, which is a New Orleans style restaurant as well. Mentone is like Ligurian cuisine, so like French Italian Riviera. So pizzas, fresh pastas, just really refreshing kind of bitter drinks. Obviously, lots of aperitivos and amaros highlighted there.
Best Slurpee I've ever seen.
Oh yeah. Then the frozen bubbly spritz. We took an Aperol spritz and converted a Slurpee machine to run cocktails. And it's pretty damn good.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
I mean, I'm ready to come out there and taste that. That's
See,
for sure.
what you guys don't understand about Jason, especially from being DC centric. DC, we got a lot of badasses in DC and people that'll tell you they're badasses and make great drinks. And people might call me one of those assholes, or used to call me one of those assholes, but Jason never was one that was. Jason always played bass, and we got a couple of bass players that are here, and they're actually really good friends. And when I talk about Owen Thompson and Jason Strich, I'm talking about guys that can do shit that you're Googling to figure out how to do. These guys sleep and do it. You guys want to figure out how to do draft cocktails that Jason was doing in fucking 2010, running entire systems. And I mean, this
In furniture. Remember he made the system in the furniture? It was fucking the coolest. Wait, where is that thing, Jason?
Hydroponic garnishes on the bar top in 2013. Hydroponic mint growing on a bar top in Southeast DC that people didn't know what it was. They had no idea. What is that, a fish tank? Yeah. And not to mention the idiocy. I don't know what the fuck you guys were doing at over there on Capitol Hill, but a brand new cocktail menu every week with no repeats, nothing held over from the last one. You guys were innovating before you even had to and doing shit that people just didn't understand. And behind that, playing bass, you got this engineer. I won't call him a mad scientist, but this engineer just making shit happen that people wouldn't even understand.
Yeah, totally, right? Jason made that crazy, I'll never forget, he made the candy that looked like little weed buds, but it was candy to go on top of the drink. Jason, what was the name of that drink? Do you remember?
That was from the 420 menu.
It was 420 menu.
The herb menu.
It was so cool. Anyway, there were these candies and you dropped them in the drink and then they fucking dissolved. And you're like, what the fuck just happened? And it was awesome. And that's what makes Jason incredible, for sure.
Wow, this became did you send money to them, Jason? Man, you could get this is all about Jason, how amazing you are. That's awesome.
Well, it's like
money well spent, Jason.
Thanksgiving, the quiet cousin disappeared and comes back and has got a kid, is all grown up. And
oh yeah, tell us about that, Jason. Jason had a baby, Duane. He joined our ranks.
I just saw the baby. You didn't see the baby because you were on time, but not.
You want me to get Rowan back over here for a minute?
Oh, dude, Rowan was awesome.
Yeah, bring.
So
Rowan on.
what's your holiday plans, Duane?
Me?
Yeah,
I'm gonna eat everything, drink most things, and make everyone happy. I mean, these people that live in the house with me that call me dad, and my wife still lets me live here. I got to earn my keep. So holiday time, it's time to really show out. I swear to God. So I'm going to be cooking and making those guys as happy as they can be, and try to make them forget that we're missing people.
Oh, that's a good plan. I mean, you got to make the best of what you can right now, right? And I guess we can all just be happy be thankful that we're, here we go on the Thanksgiving, be thankful that we're not ill, and hopefully none of our families are
already.
Either.
We're not even 10 minutes into the show. Be thankful.
Oh, look at that baby.
Do not drop the kid.
Yeah, I brought her back.
Oh my gosh.
So this is Rowan.
Too bad this is radio because you guys cannot see how beautiful this baby is.
Yes, exactly. So, so it's just so our listeners know she's the cutest little thing with a round little head with she's either very blonde or has very little hair or a little bit of both.
She has strawberry blonde hair like her mama.
She kind of looks like me, yeah?
Oh, yeah. She looks just like you, Duane.
On the radio, she does.
Or on the podcast.
I mean, does Leslie have something she wants to tell us? I mean, I don't know.
No,
my God, Jesus, she's so cute. She just turned 1, everybody, which is like a big deal. Because I don't know if you don't have kids, then you don't understand. But the first birthday is for the parents because you made it through a nonverbal child and they lived. And that is your gift. That is your gift. That is for you. And then after that, it's for them. But every parent that can make it through 1, you're killing it. You're killing it. They make it. They have the first birthday. You blow out those candles and that kid can clap. Congratulations. You deserve a reward.
Yeah, eat that mic.
She's so cute. Okay, sorry. She is really cute though. Oh my God.
Okay. All you'll be able to hear is her talking for the next little while. Otherwise, so I'll go give her back to Leslie.
She's fine. She's just using the microphone now. Literally, it's the best. Hi.
So, guys, let's get back on the show. I know the baby stole the show for a minute. So, Gina, what do you think the one tradition from your family that you have that you're carrying on?
Well, I have a new tradition.
Oh, are you just ditching all the old ones?
Yeah, I have a new tradition I'm going to start this year because I think that COVID kind of taught me like a couple of things. Like you need to connect. And I feel like my new tradition is to reconnect with one person every year that I didn't speak to for a year that I really regret not speaking to. And I don't mean like nice. For like a bad thing or whatever. I think sometimes you forget on social media just because you see somebody on Facebook or Instagram that's actually not communicating. Like it's a nice way of saying hi or what's up or liking something. But I think you need to like reach out and have like, even if it's a 15-minute conversation, just to say the words, hey, I'm thinking about you. And I started that this year. One of my girlfriends that I went to high school with, good friend of mine actually, was diagnosed with breast cancer. And it took that and her posting it for me to call her. And it was terrible because it was like, as soon as I got on the phone with her, it was like, no time has passed. And I'm like, what does it take a tragedy to talk to somebody? Just, give them 15 minutes, give them 5, just be like, hey, what's up? And I know we're all busy and I know everyone's navigating their lives and like, trust, I get it. But like, I'm trying to give back to like, I think that's my new tradition. One person I haven't spoken to that I definitely don't want to lose touch with. And that's what I'm doing.
That's great.
That's my new tradition.
That's great. So Duane, do you have an old tradition that you guys hold on to that's kind of family rooted?
Well, so remember my family roots. I mean, I was born here, but I'm first generation. So, and in Trinidad, we don't do Thanksgiving, but in growing up here, it's always been about the start of the extended holiday season. So any excuse to party and still reconnect with family. But again, it's all about the food and that good feeling, making sure everyone feels good and is entertained and is happy. That's a sustainable happiness. And right now, I think we need it more than ever. I suffered a loss this week back home in Trinidad, and I'm not even able to travel to go there because their borders are closed, So, focusing on the happy, and that really is the transition. I mean, we could talk about we pretend that we're doing the turkey and ham, but then we sneak in all of the kalalua and macaroni pie and stewed chicken and all the other things. So it's like a double meal feast, all rolled up.
What's macaroni pie, and why have you never made that for us? Anytime
you want. Jackie makes it, and it's really just baked macaroni and cheese. But after you taste it, you understand why it has a different name, because it is the truth.
Jason makes the most amazing. We used to do a Friends Thanksgiving in DC at my house where I lived in Capitol Hill. Jason makes insane fucking ribs and mac and cheese. And I'm pretty sure that he made ribs one Thanksgiving and the mac and cheese. And we had an alleged turkey that Rachel made. All kinds of shit. But if I could have Jason's mac and cheese and now this new mac and cheese pie together and then mix that like combo up with like just different levels of mezcal, tequila, and whiskey, sounds like the best day of my life.
Okay, let's call that Thursday and we'll do it.
Let's call that. Yeah, let's do that. When does Jason come back? Or when do we go to California? Like, what the fuck?
Well, we gotta go.
I don't know why you haven't come out to California yet. Yeah, I mean, we have, I mean, it's pretty nice here, honestly.
I have a question.
As you're sitting on your porch.
Wait, this show's been
my
going
little
on?
wraparound porch in my old Victorian by the beach.
Yeah.
I love it. Get out a glass and pour yourself some liquor in it. And let's do a shot. Okay.
Here goes. What are we drinking?
Well, I'm going to drink tequila just because it's, it's early.
Yeah. That's what I have with me as well. So
Yeah, me as well.
Oh, let me see that tequila. I like that Espolon sexy.
You like that?
Little reposado.
What, this one?
Yes,
yeah. I'm gonna drink some Cabo. I don't have any G4, so.
What do you have, Jason?
G4 Reposado.
Nice. Well, I like it.
Got a Cabo Reposado.
I mean, it's fancy fans, which is good. Which is fine with me. Cheers.
Cheers, guys.
It's funny when you guys talk about potluck kind of Friendsgiving. Don't you hate? Well, I never hate it because my stuff's always better than anyone else's stuff, in my opinion, anyway. But you show up to a potluck and somebody brings the same shit that you brought.
Yes.
The Friendsgiving I've been going to the last couple of years, I've never had to worry about that because nobody else can cook, maybe two other people. And everything else it's really terrible because, Dave, Gina, I mean, he really doesn't eat anyone else's food but what I bring because I'm like, we could just stay home for this because they're really terrible cooks.
And you make the Spam loaf?
I do not
what the
make
fuck
spam.
is that?
Are you kidding me? Spam loaf? That's Hawaii.
Oh, you mean like the Spam in the can? I thought you did something to make I don't know.
You chop it up I was picturing like a meatloaf size Spam for some reason.
Yes, me too.
To be honest, the only Spam I've had when living in Hawaii was Spam Musubi, which is
that.
It's still the way I eat it most common.
Spam Musubi?
Spam Musubi. And it's basically if you take a sushi rice in a little pad and you put a piece of, a little patty of sushi rice and it has a piece of Spam across the top wrapped with nori and you might have some furikake on top. And that's all it is. And
say that again. What's on top?
Furikake.
Between the furikake, the Spam mode, and the little muffin milk, we're going to have
that's a party. That's a fucking party right there.
It's a lot of sodium.
Yeah, no, that is definitely where we're at. I feel like seeing you guys on Zoom and us talking is killing me that I can't see everybody together in a room. I cannot wait. Yeah. We just got all this. We just, we're to date this episode. Obviously, it's Friendsgiving. We all just came off of an election and, by no surprise, and we try not to put politics really into the show, but thank fucking God that Biden won and that we have a woman vice president and the world's going to change a little bit and there's going to be a possibility of seeing people again and the world might, be able to come together because this is making me incredibly teary-eyed because I can't touch my friends. I can't hug my friends. I can't stand in the kitchen next to my friends and make fun of the people that we don't know that brought the shitty food to the Friendsgiving in person. And I miss all of this. I do. But you know what I really miss?
What's that?
Jason making a cocktail. Can Jason make us a cocktail?
Let's make yes, Jason, make our listeners a cocktail while we sit back and sip our tequilas.
I want to see it. I want to see. I miss Jason in action. That's my favorite part. I do. He used to he does a little fun hair flip. It's a lot of get out of my face. It's are you gonna
my
stand
hair
up?
is the shortest it's ever been.
Yeah, I know.
Not that bang. Jesus Christ.
Dude, it grows quick. It has a mind of its own. Nothing I can do about it.
Look how nice it is where you are. It's all sunny and beautiful.
All right, Jason, walk us through this cocktail.
All right. So we have something seasonal, not like super like holiday-esque, but fresh pomegranate season in California right now. So everything's always really good. Pomegranate being also easy ingredient for people to get. We have G4 tequila, reposado. Always love a good reposado tequila. An ounce to an ounce and a half, depending on how strong you like your drink. We have Liquor del Serene, female bartender made Italian aperitif. Bitter, herbaceous.
What color is that?
It's kind of like an orangey red color, but it's all natural. No artificial dyes.
I've never seen that. Have you, Duane?
Nope. I just use this stuff.
Hold on. Where did you get that, Jason? That looks really beautiful. The color.
We have a really awesome importer that specializes in only boutique Italian products. So aperitivos, amaros, lots of like really, really beautiful Italian wines.
How much of that did you put in there?
3/4 of an ounce.
Perfect.
And so if somebody couldn't get that boutique, to your point, Duane, you could substitute that for with an Aperol?
Well, that's what I'm doing. I haven't tasted it, so I couldn't tell you.
This is going to be a little bit more aromatic, a little bit more bitter than Aperol is. Aperol will work. You could substitute something like Grand Classico as well. It'll be a little bit more bitter than this will.
Oh, so I'll do a 50-50 Aperol Campari. Thanks for the lead-in, Jason. That's awesome.
Cool. We have fresh pomegranate
That's what
juice.
friends are for. Oh, nice.
The fresh pomegranate juice is made from whole pomegranates, but you can take POM Wonderful and mix it like half part by weight sugar.
Can anyone see the bastardization I'm doing here?
I can.
Nice. California, Meyer Lemons are amazing, of course. They cost like $2 a piece in DC, but they
$2.60. I got a couple of them.
Nice.
How many?
3/4 of an ounce. And then
you know how many Meyer Lemons they have in Ocean City, Maryland?
None.
Fucking zero. the number is 0.
Yeah, they're like a weed here. It's crazy. Like,
okay, wait a minute. There's an emergency. I gotta go. I'll be right back.
we're just gonna finish it with just a couple drops of Calabrian chili oil. I usually do about 5, depending on, but you could use like any type of like hot chili oil from like even like the international food section will work.
Jason, before you shake it, Calabrian chili oil, tell them why you picked that one, because that is very specific.
It's just specific to the region that we are representing at the restaurant. So we get Calabrian chilies in that are already packed in oil. So we just use the oil from that in the cocktail.
Okay. Folks, just so everybody listening, Calabrian chili oil, when you get that in the store or you get your Calabrian chilies or dried ones, they are hot. They are not like red pepper flakes. They are hotter than that. So I just want to make sure that everybody knows what you're getting into, but I love that you're using that in there, and it's a great use. Okay, sorry. I didn't want to just tell everybody.
Yeah, no, it's fine. Just a couple drops gives you a nice little texture, a little bit of tingle in the back of the throat when you're drinking the drink, but it's always good.
Hey, what'd I miss?
Your chili oil.
Chili oil.
Oh, I only have fresh Calabrian chilies here. Sorry, sir.
Ooh, fancy.
Hot. Those are very hot, everybody. I don't know.
So I'm always a big fan of a nice glass with a big chunk of ice, of course.
Beautiful.
And so, why a big chunk of ice as opposed to if you have them, which are really easy. You can get the molds on Amazon. I did.
Because Instagram.
No, they stay cold. Jason, why do you like the big ice?
Other than the fact that it looks great, it just melts slower, so you don't over dilute a drink. So when you dilute your drink the way you want it, it keeps your drink cold without watering it down too much.
It's beautiful. And then what'd you top that with? What did you?
Just a dried slice of Meyer lemon.
Oh, see,
Why does it turn black?
I dry them at a high heat, so they caramelize a little bit. It gives it a little bit more of a caramelized nose while you're drinking it.
Interesting.
Do you smile anymore in California, or are you still the same frown face? Because how can you make that beautiful drink and not smile while drinking it? Let's see it again. Give us a little sip with a smile.
Look.
Yeah, hold it up so we can see what we're going to recreate. Look at you, Duane. You made that too?
Yeah.
With the dye. And why did yours turn so black?
Well, I'm going to give you the oxidation answer, but mine isn't Meyer lemon. I was going to do a fresh Meyer lemon slice, but then he came in and switched the picture, so I had to put my dehydrated. Mine turned black because I picked them up from service bar and they were black.
Oh, you cheated.
Nice.
I like it.
Nice.
That's actually, go ahead. Sorry, go ahead.
So Meyer lemons are sweeter than regular lemons, right?
Yeah, lower acid.
So
Yeah,
if I couldn't get Meyer
Super
lemons,
aromatic.
and
I would just substitute regular lemon, just a little bit less.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
You'll miss out on some of the flavor, but there's no way. I haven't found a way to reproduce it.
No.
Pink lemons.
The
Meyer
variegated?
lemons. The fake pink lemons and Meyer lemons are very similar in acidity. So I mean, you get pink lemons there too, don't you, Jason?
That's where we get
my sister-in-law, her neighbor has a huge pink lemon tree that we just go grab stuff from on occasion.
Just pick variegated lemons
so
off
great.
the neighbor's tree.
It's so good. That's a different type of foraging. I swear to God, you go and
Ooh, that's spicy.
Yeah,
It's
Calabrian chili's hot. I'm like, it's really fucking hot.
I have another one. This is
unfortunately, he just passed away, but we have a friend of Chef's has private property that has 250 different types of citrus on it that I have access to.
Wow.
So it's just up in the mountains, 45 minutes south of the house. So it's
how many acres does that take?
They're just lining his entire property. So the roads between his and his brother's house, they're both sides of the street. They're all over his property, along with avocados and apples and stuff like that as well.
Jason, can we create a micro California climate in a greenhouse in the state of Maryland?
Yeah. I mean, it would have to be heated during it'd probably be best to do it below, to build a below ground to keep it at a certain temp. But
see what I'm talking about, guys? This is
what we need to do.
He doesn't even think about it. He's already has it. He's ready to go. Yeah, we could do it above ground, but if we had a bunker, that shit would be fire. I mean, we could be growing.
You don't have to go underground all the way. If you just dig it down a couple feet with the and put the greenhouse half underground, it'll maintain a temp a little bit.
This is what we need to do. We need to create a micro Californian climate in the East Coast somewhere on a few acres so that these things are accessible, and then the East Coast and the West Coast become the same, because the West Coast gets pretty much everything the East Coast has because their growing season is 10 months out of the year.
We also grow the majority of the stuff that the East Coast gets too.
I'm sorry. Do you want to talk about the apples that you import or not really?
How
many Californian apples do you see growing?
Tons.
All right, done. I win the apples. Drop.
Okay.
Moving on.
Right. We'll leave that. Apples do grow on the East Coast as well, though. Yeah.
On the West Coast, you mean?
Yeah. East and West Coast.
Well, I mean, some.
Washington State
Macintosh. Apples. Yeah, Washington State, not California. It's too hot.
California gets pretty cold. And anyway, I'm not getting into you and Jason's argument. I'm too smart for that.
You should get into it. Because it's going to be fun.
It doesn't really. It gets hotter there than it does here.
2008, 2009, there was a book that came out. Someone over there on the West Coast with all the fruit and shit. I forget. I'm trying to remember his name.
Scott Beatty.
So yeah, Scott Beatty. I said Scott Beatty. And it was just a smack to realize, because he's saying the same shit that you're saying now, Jason. He's making drinks and he's not going to the market. He's going to his neighbor's garden and picking.
He lives in Maryland now, doesn't he, Jason?
He was up in wine country at the restaurant at Meadowood doing their events, I believe. But Meadowood unfortunately burned down during the fires.
Which is
during the
insane.
season.
That was the one thing I didn't comment on when you're talking about how great the weather is in California and everything. And I'm like, well, except they have the fires too.
Yes, we do have fires.
Unfortunately.
Y'all have hurricanes. We have fires. So
I remember that we used to draw that East Coast, West Coast bullshit back in the day when we cared about the wrong things and talking about, on the East Coast, we know how to make drinks. On the West Coast, they just have the best ingredients, access to the ingredients ever. And I still think that you guys have the best access to ingredients ever. I mean, it's just like you said.
Yeah.
You have access to 170 types of citrus on an estate just a mile down the road.
45 minutes.
I love.
All right, Gina,
I do love that.
Can we make a cocktail now?
Us?
Yeah.
No, Duane goes next.
We're drinking.
I'm not doing anything today. I'm just kidding. I'm kidding, Louise. I'm gone off the rails. Jason's here. He's forcing me to be mean. I'm sorry. I can't help it. I look at him and I go right into how punchy can I get? I don't know.
This is not me.
Friendsgiving, Thanksgiving.
All right.
Nice.
You want to make the cocktail next and then we'll have Duane do the last one? Okay, fine. So I am going to do the opposite. We are going to do the opposite of what the gentlemen are doing because 100% I am doing this so that people can just make a drink at home. It's easy and it's stuff that you're already using to make your Thanksgiving. You know what? I just poured myself a shot and I'll wait.
Yeah.
No, drink it.
But that's my glass. I was
drink it.
use.
Drink it.
Let me do that. And the best part is you throw the ice right over the railing and nothing, it doesn't even matter. Throw it right over the railing, nobody cares. Okay, now that my drink show is going off the rails, here we go. So, super, super easy. You're gonna take any tequila that you like, or mezcal if you want a little bit smoky, whatever you're feeling. I'm feeling Espolon, because that's what I can get in Ocean City, Maryland. You guys really need to work on your liquor store games here. I am 100% willing to come down here to anybody that owns a liquor store in the OC to help you get better products. Anyway.
But Espolon is fine.
Espolon is fine. Espolon Silver is fine. But I couldn't even get a Reposado. I couldn't get anything aged.
I'm going to talk to somebody.
Nothing. All right. Anyway, so we're going to do 2 ounces. Louise, you with me?
And
2 ounces of tequila.
It's empty. It's gone.
Oh, good. Now we're going to do equal parts. I'm going to use pear juice, but you guys can use pear, apple, any of those things. So now the holidays are coming and you have all of this junk in your repertoire of spices that you use maybe once in a while, maybe you use it all the time, whatever, right? So I have ground cumin, ground cinnamon, and allspice. I'm sure that the at-home listener is like, yeah, I got all that and I never use it. You're going to use basically 1 pinch of allspice, less than a pinch of cinnamon. This is all ground. And then you're going to use about a pinch of cumin. Now, if you never use cumin in your food and you don't have that at home and you've ever eaten chicken, you're doing yourself a disjustice. Go get cumin, put it into your rub or whatever you're doing with chicken and make sure it's part of your everyday life with that, okay? So in here we have the chicken. We have the chicken.
We're not putting chicken in the cocktail.
Tequila.
Why not? I like chicken.
We have tequila, pear juice, and now we're gonna cut a lime. And I don't have my normal juicer. Can you do me a favor, Jenna? Go get me the syrup out of the refrigerator. Ask Daddy for it, because Mommy forgot. All right, so I have a cocktail apprentice today, Gianna, which is amazing. So I forgot my juicer,
no one has a juicer
right?
anyway.
So I have a fork, hand squeezer. I have a fork, and I have my hand, and I have a lime. So I'm gonna put about 1 ounce of lime juice into the shaker tin. Louise is gonna do a lot nicer.
Somebody trained me.
Wait a minute, hold on a minute.
What does Gianna bring?
You guys are not ready to see what I'm gonna show you. Go back to the camera for a second.
That's not Neil.
It is Neil, and you're
Is he wearing white pants? It's after
Elvis?
Labor Day, Neil.
Is that Elvis?
Neil, it's after Labor Day. What are you doing?
That's one looking
Neil
man.
is getting ready to go golfing.
He does not look like a farmer.
Duane's speechless.
Duane
He
is
does
what?
not look like a farmer.
No farmer there.
He does not look like a farmer. He's going golf. Okay, let me back up. All right, sorry. So we have a little bit of verbena simple syrup that I made. Basically, you can just get verbena tea, and you can just make simple syrup and steep the 1 bag of verbena tea into simple syrup. I will give that recipe online. Okay. Put all this into your shaker. We're gonna add some ice. I'm gonna just use my hand because I'm doing it real ladylike today. Dropping it in, and then we're gonna shake it. Hold on. What is happening here?
I can't see you shake it, Gina.
Well, I can't.
I don't know what's
both
going on.
and sit.
There you go.
Let me see. Okay, I'm shaking it. All right, shake. So you have your verbena syrup in there. Sorry, Neil really derailed me, I think. I'm not really sure.
Because those pants were tight.
Yeah.
Those pants are tight. Like, this is happening
He's
in my life
circumcised.
today.
I can tell.
I told you. I'm telling you. Whoa! He did give me 2 kids, so it's not too bad, right? There we go.
Hey,
So
Gina!
we're gonna pour that in there. You can see all of
Hi, Gianna.
the little bit of the spices and everything that are in there. Can you say hi? Say hi to everybody now that you're here. Okay. Now you see the spices, everything in there. Now you can just take this, and this is a really great recipe to convert to a punch. If you're feeling like you have to have a garnish on it, absolutely. Let's get a garnish going. If you feel like you don't need a garnish, I mean, you just take it to the face, so it doesn't really matter, right? So I'm gonna throw in a little bit of an Asian pear because that's actually what I juice.
Beautiful.
Any pear will work. Super easy. And I was gonna give some to John, and I just realized there's alcohol in here, so do not give it to your kids if there's booze in it. Okay.
Cheers, Gina.
Oh, look at your
Cheers.
cinnamon stick. Oh,
You
you're
like
so.
Hang out with the right kind of folks.
You can have a piece of pear.
Nice.
Here's one thing I will say. You know, now that I do have kids, I like to keep everything like a little obviously separate. But, and like to be real, you can make this elixir with just the pear juice and a little bit of simple syrup and everything for your children. And they can have it, add a little bit of soda water, make their own little concoction when you're having people over your house. So we'll give you all those tip, tricks, and how-tos at designateddrinker.show.
Wait,
Where?
what did you say, Gina?
We are going to give you all of those tips and tricks and how-tos at designateddrinker.show.
Did you get that, Duane?
Okay.
I thought I heard. I thought I heard her
did.
say something
Well,
about.
Duane's going to say it after he does his, so let's not. Go. Duane, what are you going to, you know what? Tell Jonna, tell him. Go, you make the next drink. Tell him.
You make the
No,
next.
don't just say it, not a baby voice, say it normal.
You make the next
I'll
drink.
make the next drink.
Okay.
All right.
Can she hear us?
No.
All right, good.
Okay.
I was like, she's gonna say, "You make the next drink, bitch."
Never. No.
Okay.
You guys want a fun, all listeners want a fun fact? Gianna was the flower girl in Jason's wedding.
Aw,
And she was
sweet.
super little when she did it. And she had on little wings and everything. She was so cute. Do you see Jason?
All right, Duane.
He had the baby. He had the
Hi,
baby on.
Gianna.
Yeah.
Oh, he said hi. Fine.
Hi.
All right, go.
Where am I?
Go.
Where am I
Go,
going?
go,
Wait, can I drink this?
go. No, you cannot
I think
drink
you're
this.
making a drink now.
All right. Sorry. I'm saying my child to go. Here, Gianna, here.
So, Gina knows.
So?
Gina knows where I live. I live in one spot, and if you're at home, and you listen to designateddrinker.show, someone's told you to go buy a damn bottle of Grand Marnier, and I am always here to try to tell you how to get through that bottle of Grand Marnier. It's. I mean, we're drinking tequila all day, but after you've served all of your drinks for Friendsgiving, and you know it's getting a little cooler here, I like to make a little toddy, you know, and so I'm gonna try to be like Gina, cool and angle down so you can see what I'm doing because I've never seen that move done before. But we're gonna take some, literally some Grand Marnier. You take your Grand Marnier, depending on the size of your glass. This is a smaller cup I'm using today, so I'm just about 1.5 ounces of Grand Marnier. And then because I have already squeezed this Meyer lemon juice, I'm going to use about half to 3/4 ounce of lemon juice, depending on how tart you want. So this is quick and easy. If you have lemon juice, and then add some hot water. All right, we're going simple toddies. Now, if you wanted to make this with rum or with whiskey or brandy, absolutely you can. You just might need to add a little bit of a simple syrup. But since we're using the Grand Marnier, it's already balanced with sugar. So brandy, sugar, and a little citrus and hot water. And this is, unfortunately, the way you end your Friendsgiving, because what you're doing is, it might be 4 or 5 of them, but once you have one, you got to have another. It's soothing, it's warming. How many shirts is he going to change into? My God.
So Duane, do you garnish that with anything? Can you take in, like some flavors?
You can absolutely add, drop a cinnamon stick in here if you like, orange peel, twisted, clove. If you have any whole spices, drop them in here. Star anise will work. Orange is like the glue, that flavor glue that blends everything together. If you have just a little orange essence, and this is full, Grand Marnier is full of orange essence. When you talk about from your Manhattan to Sazerac, any citrus oils work very well, but when you orange or lemon, but here we have lemon juice in it already, so introducing a little orange peel here would be perfect. Some whole spice to just steep in that warm water. You're talking about almost like a hot punch going on here, and it's absolutely
right. Like, when people are making your turkeys, and you're like, everyone's like, squeeze orange juice in there, and like some turkey brines don't call for skins. Keep the skins. Use them for your cocktails. Use all that.
That's interesting. That's a really great idea.
Yeah, you should definitely use all that. Like, that's a good idea.
How do you make your toddies, Jason?
Me, I like mine with a little bit of honey instead of simple syrup, but real classic whiskey, honey, water, and then orange peel with cloves.
Very skin-like. That's a very skin-like drink for you.
Classically, toddies don't add citrus. But I just like it. It just drives it home for me, and I can drink 40 of them.
I think that's what I like our listeners to walk away from, that you guys set up these amazing cocktails, but as you start making your own and figuring out what you like, you can start changing it up and adding some flavors that maybe you don't like star anise, but you love cloves, or vice versa. And yet that you have some freedom. It's kind of like, it's just like cooking.
Or sneaking some booze into your preferred tea. Oh my God, that's the real magic toddy right there.
No, you know what the magic work world is now? You're all on fucking Zoom, people. Make a hot toddy while you're working. At least give a little bit of life back to your day. I can't even imagine what it's like. So I know it's like for the restaurant worker to literally go into work. You still see people and you make drinks. I cannot imagine what it's like for somebody that went to an office every day, that saw the same 5 people, and then that's it. You see that you don't see them at all. You're just on Zoom. So if I were you, I would make my 3:00 afternoon coffee tea a little bit special. And that's what I would be doing. I'd be sneaking a little bit of Grand Marnier in there and being like, well, 3:00 seems like there's only 2 hours left to go. And if you would take a little shot, nothing bad's going to really happen. So, unless you're an air traffic controller, and then I would say that's a bad idea. If you're an air traffic controller, listen to nothing that I'm saying, because it's obviously a bad idea. And don't do that when you're working remotely.
And balance it. But you got to balance it, right? Because everyone's at home on Zoom without pants on. If you have no pants on, wait till 3 o'clock to start drinking. Wait till 3 o'clock to start drinking. Right?
Yeah, because you could make a mistake. Yeah. If you have a few cocktails, you forget you don't have pants on.
If you're wearing pants, you could start at 11:30.
I feel like a no pants podcast is really funny.
But that's what this is. I saw Neil had pants on and you have the kids around, but why wear pants? I'm home. I put on the shirt. You guys, I don't need to wear pants.
This show has gone off the rails right from the start. I knew it would. And that's the best kind.
Jason's outside, so he has on pants.
I have pants on. Not always outside, but today.
It's California. It's live and let live out there, man. You don't have to wear pants if you don't want to.
Louise does not have pants on.
Oh,
Louise, I have a question. I have a question. So normally on our episodes, right, Louise, before we're going to wrap it up or do whatever, we ask, Jason's a new guest. Can we ask him the question?
You can, absolutely.
Is that okay? Are we at that point yet?
And
let's go to that point.
I think we are. The only thing we're going to do is a little housekeeping one more time. Duane, where are they going to go to get the recipes?
I don't know where they're going to get those recipes, but if you want my recipe, you got to go to thedesignateddrinker.show.
Exactly. And so this week, this episode, we're going to have recipes. We're going to have 3 recipes, one from Jason, one from Duane, and one from Gina. And so it's going to help you handle all those in-laws. I guess the in-laws this year I guess that's one good thing about COVID. Maybe you're not seeing your in-laws. You're seeing them via Zoom as opposed to having them argue about everything over
COVID
the election.
COVID has made face-to-face meetings so much more enjoyable. Yeah. I'm just happy to see you genuinely, and I don't need to bitch at you or anything else. I've had a lot of great takeaways from this 2020, and cliche hindsight's 2020 or 2020 is laser focus. I mean, this year we've been able to see what's really important. I mean, a lot of the shit I shouldn't speak for everyone, but a lot of shit that I thought was super important doesn't matter as much to me anymore. I stressed out about what's going to happen, and but I've been at home, and that was panic for me. But I've been at home, cooking for my family, spending time with my kids. I am thankful for the blessings that COVID-19 has provided for me, and I'm happy to get past this. And the suffering and the sorrow has also been, we've lost some close friends, and I have friends suffering through business losses and financial and hard times, and being able to connect to them and empathize and it's forced the bonding. And again, centered around what's important and what's bullshit.
Very true. Very true. We've talked about this quite a few times on the show, but that's, if nothing else, it gives you perspective and makes you realize how much you take for granted and how easily it is to forget how lucky we really are. So cheers to that.
Cheers.
Cheers.
And not to mention that Jason's Strich, St. Rich, is on my screen in my house having drinks with me. This is about the best opportunity that I've had in a long time. And I miss you, brother, and welcome back. Oh, time for a shot? Let's do it.
Okay.
Jason, that's not our shot. I got a bottle.
I don't have Espolon with me, bro.
I got a bottle of rye here somewhere. You pick your rye. I know you've got rye somewhere. Is it inside? I'll wait.
Would you believe that these are the only bottles that I have at home to drink out of right now?
I believe.
There you go. Well, then I think we'll just make do.
Yeah.
Well, then let's go with the reposado.
What? Okay, I'm in. I'm going to be a disaster on our next team. Well, you know what? While we're doing this shot, I have a question.
Yes.
Jason, this goes to Jason. Jason, if you could be one spirited ingredient, what would you be? Hello? Sorry.
CBD.
Yeah, fine. Fine. Cheers to that. Is that your answer?
No, I said it.
That was Duane.
Oh.
Yeah, no. I mean, I'm pretty much made of mezcal at this point after COVID, so it's.
So, cheers. On that note,
cheers to that.
Cheers. I'm okay with that. Let's meet in Mexico. I'm into that.
I still say my answer is the best, but no one's ever asked me the question, so.
Oh,
I have asked you the question.
No, I don't
Duane.
think you have because you're never on the same show. What is your answer?
We interviewed Duane.
Twice.
Oh, we did.
But we didn't have the question.
Well, what's the answer today?
Yeah, what's the answer? Is it muffin milk?
That's my second answer.
What's your first?
Salt.
Because you got to salt the rim before you get the muffin milk?
That's right. You can sneak a little salt in everything and it just makes it better.
There you
Same
go.
MSG.
Same thing. There you go.
All right. On the MSG note, we're wrapping this one.
This is the best one so far. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
I love you all.
Happy holidays, guys.
Cheers.
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 The Designated Drinker Show is produced by Missing Link, a podcast media company dedicated to connecting people to intelligent, engaging, and informative content. Missing Link is a proud partner of Hearing Charities of America, a nonprofit organization that supports those who are deaf or hard of hearing. To learn more about HCOA or to find out about Missing Link's other podcasts, head over to missinglink.company. That's missinglink.company.